Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 1, it says, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth." And what's being stated here is that we should not just assume that tomorrow is going to come, nor should we assume what's going to happen tomorrow. We should not boast in tomorrow. We shouldn't boast in our ability to foresee the future, boast in our own ability to make plans and to make vows and oaths in connection to the future when we really don't know what tomorrow will hold. And there's a lot of wisdom in recognizing how short-sighted we really are when it comes to the future, and recognizing the fact that we don't know if tomorrow's going to come. As James says in James chapter 4, our life is but a vapor and vanishes away. We may not even be here tomorrow. The Lord might come tomorrow. We just cannot guarantee what tomorrow will hold. And so we have to kind of hold that in the forefront of our minds as we make plans and as we go about our daily business. Because if we do boast about tomorrow, really what we're in essence saying is that we are in control and we can control the future. Instead of humbly making our plans, instead of, yes, planning for the future, but doing it with the recognition of the fact that we are fragile creatures, that our lives are but a vapor, and doing it humbly before the Lord, submitting to His will and making our plans and trying to make our plans in alignment with His desire. When we boast about tomorrow, when we boldly proclaim what we're going to do, when we don't even consider the Lord, nor do we even consider the fact that it might be possible that we won't be here tomorrow, whenever we start boasting of those types of things, it shows pride in our hearts, and it reveals that perhaps we think that we are truly in control. Even if conscientiously we may not say that, subconsciously, perhaps that's what's driving us to boast in tomorrow, is this idea of thinking that we are in control, that we can control what the future holds. Also, when we boast about tomorrow, it tends to lead us into procrastination, as one might guess. If you think you got another day to do something, especially if it's something you don't want to do, it's much easier just to put it off till tomorrow or till next week or till next year. And when we do that, what we're doing is we're kind of boasting in tomorrow and saying that even though this particular thing is important, and it might even be something that the Lord is leading me to do, even though it's important, well, because tomorrow's going to be there, I can deposit it into tomorrow and deal with it tomorrow so that I can have fun today. And it leads to procrastination. And of course, the problem with procrastination is sometimes what we procrastinate about never actually develops because we lose opportunity. It may not be that because tomorrow doesn't come, it might just be that the opportunity passes away and the door shuts and we're not able to serve in the capacity that we were able to before, or we might lose relationships or influence with people that we once had, and everything could dissolve and unravel, all because we kind of kept putting things off. And when we boast in tomorrow, it makes it much easier for us to put things off. But if we recognize that each day could be our last, when we recognize that and now is the day that we have, the present is all that we have, and that we need to prioritize and begin to really see those things that are the most important, make sure that those things get done, and seize the day, as they say. When we have that type of attitude, then we begin to accomplish more and more as each day progresses, and it also prevents us from boasting in tomorrow. When we boast in tomorrow, in a sense also, we are devaluing today. In other words, whenever we think we have a long future ahead of us, whenever we think tomorrow will surely come, it puts less value on today. Things are valuable when they are scarce or when there's not a whole lot of it around. That's why gold and precious jewels and things like that are as expensive as they are, because they are rare. And therefore, they have a high value. That's why old baseball cards are valuable because as time goes on, they become rare. There becomes less and less of them, and they become valuable. But when we realize that our days are short, when we realize that today may be all that I have, it ups the value on today. It makes today all the more important. If I think I have thousands upon thousands of days yet to live, then today's not that important. But if I say, you know what, I'm not guaranteed those 1,000 days in the future, I'm only guaranteed today, then today becomes very valuable to me. And that's the importance of not boasting in tomorrow. And then also, if we boast about tomorrow, we lose our daily dependence upon God. Remember what's commonly called the Lord's Prayer, where he says, give us this day our daily bread. That should be the attitude of the Christian, that we're praying each and every day for the Lord's blessing, for the Lord's providence, for the Lord's watching over us, his guidance. And if we begin to boast in tomorrow and begin to just assume that things are going to be the way that they are now forever, we lose that day-to-day dependence on the Lord. That having to keep coming back to him each and every day and thank him for our food and pray that he bless us this day and that his presence will draw near to us this day and that we will have spiritual growth this day. Whenever we begin to boast in tomorrow, we begin to kind of lose that urgency and that intentionality when it comes to our spiritual life. And so that's another bad effect of boasting in tomorrow. So for these reasons and perhaps many, many more, we should not boast about tomorrow. When we boast about tomorrow, we're basically saying that we are in control of our lives. It leads us to procrastination. It takes value away from today. And it also causes us to lose our day-to-day dependence upon God. And so let's be encouraged by Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 1, not to boast about tomorrow. We don't know what a day can bring forth. Our life is but a vapor and vanishes away, as James chapter 4 says. So let's get busy today. Let's take full advantage of today. Let's value today. Let's walk in dependence and reliance on God today. Let's be led by the Lord, recognizing that he is in control of the future, not ourselves, and just walk humbly before him this very day. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the fact that we're alive today, and just bless the Lord, walk humbly before the Lord, obey the Lord, and do the things that he's calling us to do. So these are some things that we can think about today as we do our reading. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.